Yeah, are we good, Joey?
Okay, Mr. Chair, we're good.
Okay. Let's begin. This meeting is back in session from a recess from April 10th. Today is Wednesday, May 8th. It's now 2:10 p.m. Yeah, we good? Can we have a roll call?
Mr. Chair, we're good.
Okay. Let's begin.
You gotta guess.
Okay, roll call. We'll start with Chairman Ronald F. Clavea,
Present.
Vice Chair Ronald T. Laguarnia,
Yeah.
Secretary Treasurer Maria G. Cruz,
Here.
Commissioner Anita F. Orlino,
Here.
and lastly, Commissioner Jeffrey B. Rios. Mr. Chair, I don't see Commissioner Rios online. I did not receive any message that he would not be attending, so hopefully he'll log in later on. But we have enough for a quorum. This is just administrative matters, so we just need 4, so we can proceed with the meeting.
Okay, very good. We recessed the last meeting to take up the budget. So let's continue.
Okay,
Let's see. I think Kathy or Zoe, do you want to just start us off, or?
so we'll have Kathy, I believe. She'll do the proposed FY 2025 GLC budget.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Vanessa?
Positive. I sent the analysis and budget breakdown. I emailed it to everybody. Did you guys get that one?
I have it open. I'm not sure about the rest of the board members.
Yes, I looked at it. I didn't find it.
Let me see if I could WhatsApp it. Just a minute.
What is the total budget? Is it 400 some thousand?
No, sir, that'll be from the 400 some thousand will be coming from the SID fund, but our grand total request will be 728,809.
Wow. And we are not receiving any monies from the general fund, are we?
No, sir.
Wow. Sad.
But with the proposed FY 25 budget, the 150,000 we're requesting for is coming from we're asking that amount from the general fund to for legal services.
Just for legal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who put this budget together?
I did, sir.
You did?
Yes,
With
sir.
the assistance of our director?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have last year's budget?
Yes, sir. If you look at the first page, the analysis, it shows you what we did last year.
Okay, let me take that. Yeah.
Did you want what was approved, or did you want our proposed?
Yeah, what was the proposed and what was the approved?
Okay.
I'm trying to pull it out, find it now.
Okay, so if you look at the first, oh, you don't have it? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying to, can you just email it to me real quick? I'm trying to deal with
Yes, sir.
no, and when was, I just wanted to find out that's a pretty big budget, and I'm wondering how come, how long have we been operating like that? So already for the past 3-4 years already, right, Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to open up the previous the one from the last meeting. On the 10th, and it's opening up now. So Kathy, is that 150,000 on the FY25 budget request? Is that conclusive in the 728,000 request, or is that aside from that?
No, that's including.
Oh, that's included.
Yes, sir. Really? How can I share my screen?
You want to share your screen?
Yes,
Okay, so on the bottom,
Yeah.
there's a share screen button.
uh-huh,
Do you see it?
yes,
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and click that.
Okay, yeah,
And then from
the two documents are the same. The one you just sent today and the one from the last meeting.
yes, sir.
Yeah, they are the same. Pat, can you outline what's the major difference in the last budget and then this budget that would make up the that fills in the difference on the two? Just go back, just outline that again.
Yes, sir. I don't know why I can't hear the screen. Where?
It's on our screen, right? I can see it's on our
Oh,
screen
okay, you
now.
can see it? Okay, so
Yeah.
can you see my cursor?
Which one?
Where my cursor is, it says.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can see that. Yes, everybody can. I'm sure everybody
Okay,
can see
so
that.
this is what we actually requested for last year, FY24 budget request. We
Okay.
requested last year, we requested for 596,865. That was our budget request that was approved by the board last year. And then the column right beside it, or the box right beside it, is what was approved by the legislature. The legislature only approved our budget for $444,396, which gave us a $111,211 shortfall.
And what areas were those?
Sir, we have
Affected?
to say, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what was the affected areas which consisted of that 111 shortfall?
So as a result of that, it was a combination of stuff. So we had to, of course, you know that we had to relieve Mara. We lost one employee. We're not getting any money for supplies this year. And basically it's just bare bone minimum. We're just using whatever funds that we have for salaries and benefits. We're paying what we're obligated to, which is our rent, the telephone, the internet, the Xerox machine, and then down in supplies, if you look at the supplies in the FY24, the same table, and the supplies at $3,000 that's in supplies right now is what we're using for petty cash and for the fuel of our vehicle. Then under miscellaneous, that is board stipend, and then there's our telephone.
Miscellaneous. Let's see.
Yeah, 290 on the 290 column under miscellaneous.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, what does that include? 8,700 for what?
That's the board stipend
Okay. So our telephone bill is 2,193 for every year?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
And
then
our
I
office
wanted
rent
to,
on our office, yeah, well, excuse me, and our office rental is 36?
yes, sir.
And the contractual is 85 for audit?
Yeah, this inclusive, the audit,
What
that's
else?
the internet, yeah. The Xerox machine, so if you go to the second page,
Okay. Go
Right.
ahead, just show us on the screen.
yeah, so on the, over here on the second page where it says GALC budget request breakdown. So all of these things here that you see in contractual services is actually what we pay. It's with the exception, we were not able to do our vehicle maintenance this year because they cut the budget, so the vehicle has not been maintained. The oil change, the tire rotation, all of that has not been done. So this is not included in our 24. The advertisement has increased, but we're using bare minimum. The advertisement cost has increased to include the internet. Our internet service, monthly has increased by $3. And then the additional office space that we're requesting for, what I did is I doubled what we are paying currently. I just doubled it. Right now, we're paying for office space rental, $225 per square foot. I did my market research, and right now, the lowest office space rental that I found is $3.50 per square foot.
So we're looking at we're looking at the legislature supplying the funds for the legal counsel.
We're hoping to get general fund money, yes, sir.
So the difference from the 728 from the 150 brings it down to about five some, or just under what, just over 600,000? Or just under 600,000.
Yeah, so if you look at the first column down here, this is gonna come from our SIP fund, 578,809.
There you go,
And
and the
then-
150, yeah, okay, there
And the
you
general
go,
fund.
yeah. Okay, okay. That additional office space is also in there.
Yes,
I
it's
can see.
in the FY25 request, right here.
Kathy, is there any other items on the column of the SID fund that we could include in the request to the legislature from the general fund?
Yes, sir, I would like to recommend that we take our high ticket item, which will be our, office space, and see if we can put our office space over to the general fund. Cause then our 36,261 will request for at least 75 for office space, 75,000. I'm just doubling how much we're paying. So if I double it, it's 72,522, but I was thinking to ask for 75 because of the current, rate. Like I said, I did the, market research, and it's gonna cost about $3.50 per square foot or feet for office space rental. And right
Should we
now,
should we just include 230 contractual breakdowns, the total into that?
So you want me to take the entire contractual services and put it over in the general fund?
Actually, I like the board's take on it too.
What was the matter?
Um,
Repeat.
Kathy was thinking that about 75,000 of that contractual services that we have to include that into the request from the legislature from the general fund. But I was thinking maybe to
Hmm.
include the contractual
Okay.
service, the whole contractual service of
Two again now, man.
about 84,868 into that. Although Kathy,
Yes, sir.
they have a pattern of not granting our requests.
Also, I got a question also.
Yes, sir.
You know, on the $400 for the ethics training, is
Yes.
that for every year that we have to do that?
Every 2 years, sir.
Are we due up for one now?
Yes, sir. In FY 25, we will all be due for our ethics training.
Is that every year?
Every 2 years?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
have, is that in accordance with the rules and regs? I mean I thought
Yes, sir.
only
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. The executive director, Mr. Burt, and Commissioner Camacho just did theirs earlier this year.
got a memo on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's pull that out. Also, the petty cash. What are the petty cash for? I see that's a high amount, 5,000.
Yes, sir.
And what does that include?
Okay, the reason for the petty cash being that amount is because we received, if you guys recall last year, before the end of the fiscal year, we received a memo from the Director of Administration saying that if we were to make a purchase, anything below $250 or up to $250 had to be taken out of our petty cash. We could not, we no longer can do a requisition. We can no longer do a requisition for petty cash, for supplies.
So that falls under supplies then.
Yes, sir, technically. But the reason why I put it under petty cash and supplies is because of the new requirement by Department of Administration. They no longer do any requisitions below $250. We have to do it in our office. We use petty cash instead of a requisition
For supplies.
yes, sir. Actually,
And you-
not for supplies.
For supplies?
Yes, sir.
Also, that is a supplies and materials, petty cash and supplies.
Yes,
That's line 240.
yes, sir.
Okay, okay. And who are we paying the rent? We're paying it to land management, right?
No, sir, we pay ITC.
Oh, okay, okay. 36. That's 36 a year?
Yes, sir.
I mean 36, yeah. Wow. 1,000. That's about wow. Okay. It's good to know. Okay. Okay, for the vehicle maintenance, how often do we do that?
We haven't done it since we've been here, sir.
Do you have a breakdown on that at the 26.5? A justification breakdown?
I just did a quick what do you call that? Quote market research. I just called around and I asked and I took the highest. Instead of taking the lowest, I took the highest.
And you have those quotes.
That would include, sir, our tires.
Okay, but you have those quotes and that would be included in the presentation for the budget when in the budget submission, correct?
No, sir, not necessary, but if you
Yeah,
want me to, I could.
I'm suggesting you do. You know, for justification purposes, you should always have your quotes inclusive in the budget so that when they review it, they're gonna ask you what the vehicle, that's a pretty high vehicle maintenance cost, and it'll give you, and then the quote will indicate the justification.
Okay,
Okay.
yes,
Same with
sir.
the advertisements. Same with that. You all come in with justification with quotes. Those are all addendums and attachments into the budget so that you can justify it. And when they look at it at the legislature, they go, oh, that's why. That way they won't remove it. And they say, that's your justification.
Okay,
And then indicate a small narrative on top. Indicate that this vehicle has not been received. This is our only survey, or, our vehicle used for site visits and like that, just to give them an idea, because that's how come they keep cutting. If you don't justify it, they'll just scratch it out.
okay.
Okay. Same with the subscriptions. What are the subscriptions again?
That's for, like our newspaper subscription. Um,
Just provide justification for that, Kathy. Same with the
Okay.
ethics training. Indicate, attach the when you do your lineup, your budget analysis, what in your lineup, you include all of those. Say ethics training, exhibit 1, exhibit 2, or whatever. How does it go? There is a format, right? And then you indicate the ethics training and attach the memo. Indicate that. It should be, that's justification, or else they'll scratch that out again.
yes, sir.
Yeah, always justify it with exhibits, and then see attachment A, see attachment B, whatever. So whatever the budget format, because I haven't seen a budget in a while. I usually just deal with the DOE budgets, but that's how we justify, and they always put us up on stage, and they ask us what is this for, and then you make sure you have a justification on that.
Yes, sir.
Do the board members agree? That's through my experience.
No, it's good. Very good.
That way,
I-
they don't think that we're splurging. We're just trying to basically survive.
Right, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I was also looking at working with the CLTC, because since our director is working with CLTC, that they include a budget for his salary. So we can increase his salary to be comparative with the others, with the other directors, because he's one of the lowest paid. But since he's handling 2 agencies, I think it's only right that they pay their share for his service. That's just my opinion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
Yes.
you guys all consider that.
Very
I
good.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, and the reason why, because you guys, it's not like any other agency. Other agencies are governmental agencies that deal with governmental matters. These matters that I'm talking about are indigenous matters. These are very important matters that deal with our people, our lands, our indigenous lands. These are sacred land. This is a different type of body that the leaders of this that are protectorates of our lands, and for our people. So that's why I think of it separately. It's a different type of hat. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that should apply to like the land agents we have,
Ye-
especially
yeah.
Joey too, and then and Kathy and the rest here.
Okay.
That's a different. You're right though.
Yeah, but that's how I see the commission
And the
and
rest
the
of staff here.
CLTC. Yeah, they're indigenous entities. That's how you can call it. It's not like a regular agency where they do their typical bureaucracy.
Bureaucratic
Us,
bureaucracy.
it's indigenous. These are protectorates. We are caretakers of the lands. That's it. That's how I see that. Okay,
Oh, exactly.
that's my
Exactly.
comment. That's my comment.
Very good.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, you know how you mentioned about taking the contractual services and moving it over to the general fund? So I just did that. If we do that, the general fund request would be 234,000, and then our SID request will drop down to 493,941.
Yeah.
Can I get,
Just
okay,
do, go ahead. Go ahead, Chair.
can I get the board members to weigh in on it? Weigh on this? I mean, we have to be prepared to cover what we need to just in case we're
Yeah.
shortfalling. So we need to be prepared to cover it
Right.
on what we can cover. Because, you know, we could ask and the pattern is they're not supplying what we asked for.
But you know, the way I see this, Mr. Chairman, I don't
Yeah.
understand why they have control over this when this is our own funds. That's the, you know, it's like you doing their bureaucratic control, governmental control, legislative control, and I don't know when this is just coming out of our own our generated funds from our leases and you know, I don't
our-
understand
That's
why
true.
are they
And our,
controlling it, you know?
yeah, and that's true. And but also don't forget the fact that our oversight chair is of the opinion that it should be the government of Guam supplying and
I agree.
our operations.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Why, Nay, all of a sudden, you know, we've been always under the general fund. I remember, I do recall that we were budgeted, I think, at a 95,000 at one time, Joey. Do you recall? Way back then.
That was because we were merged with land management and Jamal Land Trust. So basically, those two agencies covered the operating expenses, and our budget was just covering our salaries. So
Right.
that's why
Okay.
it's 95.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the
Okay,
operation, wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We should get back to that.
Okay, to facilitate, I think Magay, Kathy, let's go ahead and implement that. And the board, we just need to be prepared to.
Yeah, but Kathy, make sure, Mr. Chair, that you justify, okay, and then the consequences of the 234. If they don't allow that night, and that's when our director would be prepared to indicate that at the budget hearing, saying, you know, this is what we're gonna lose, and then he should use that matter that this is not a regular government agency that we feed off the general fund. We, as a matter of fact, we're even using our own the original landowners generated funds to fund our own selves.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I don't agree with that. You know, all those monies generated should be for the employees just to run the operate. You know, at least get us going. You know, but still mostly to the original landowners. You know, that's how I see this, man. I don't know how it's all spread out now.
The same here. I just don't want our commission to be short.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, right.
especially on critical needs. We need to operate comfortably and not have them overworked. I want them properly paid and you know with a good morale. So the last thing I want to do is shortfall our commission.
Mhm.
I know
Okay,
we worked a little bit in a handicap before,
Yeah.
but you know, let's get rid of that. Let's provide what we need. So okay, Kathy, let's move with that. And then just select the board if the board to be prepared to act in case we need to do you know,
Yeah.
we need to come
As-
in and step in.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, is our director still on leave?
I think so.
Joey?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so just be prepared, Nick, Kathy, and Joey, that you have these justifications in short narrative for each section, and justify it with, like I said, with those price quotes and you know, attachments that would, when they review it, they'll say, you know, they'll look at it, because that's how the legislature looks at it. They just go down the line and say, hey, what is this? Vehicle maintenance. They're gonna look at that and gonna say, hey, we've had this vehicle, we need to maintain it, and we need to do this, do that, because that's the one lack of government service that they do. They always build things but then they don't have follow-up maintenance for the facilities and everything. They don't think about that,
Exactly.
you know? So
Yeah.
yeah, they don't think, and that's how we're trying to maintain it for longevity. Unlike Southern High School, they built that state of the art and then Mazamak, and then that's it. Now look at it, it's worthless now. You
I
know?
know.
Yeah, they didn't provide that. So we're
Uh,
learning from them.
Yeah, and Vice Chair, you do have a very important point to make, because when you're justifying everything with the legislature and they're
Right.
seeing that it's in front of them, it's and
Right.
they're going to purposely deny it. In
Yeah.
essence, that
Yeah.
you know, they're basically not providing the necessities for the operation of
Yeah.
the commission.
Correct. I agree. And you know
But
how they do it?
if you leave it like a blank, like a question
Yeah.
mark, then they
Right.
can justify not providing it somehow.
Right. That's how they are. But you know what? They deal with a lot of other agency budgets, and they're just going page by page by page. And that's how they do it, so that they all they do think of is cut, 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 and then move it over to whatever. What they do is they they keep the pie. You know what I mean? They cut up the pie, and then the pie goes to their respective what do you call that? The committees that they handle. Their pet committees, right? That's how they do that. They put, oh, let's go. We take that off from Queen. Let's put it over to my University of Guam, because that falls under me. You know, stuff like that. That's how they do that. They split up the pie, and then they pick the pie and put it over to their pet agencies that fall under their jurisdictions. But if you
So,
justify it. Make sure you have the attachments and the price
Yeah.
quotes, and then you indicate it. Please see attachment A. Please see attachment B.
Yeah,
Always
exactly.
do that. Yeah, then just put a short narrative on top describing it real quick, just 3 sentences or 4. That's it. And then you just show them.
And
That's
okay,
how
Kat,
I see it.
can you clear the screen? Can we go back to the
Yeah,
to the
and we'll
main
move on.
screen?
And we'll move on. Any more questions for the others?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Madam Secretary, and
No question.
okay,
No question.
okay.
No
Okay.
questions, I said.
Oh, go ahead with your question.
No, I said no questions. Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
no
in the
que-
car. But
Oh, no questions, no question. Okay, have Commissioner Olino.
Well, I do agree with the vice chair with the attachment to justify the request of the budget. So it's in good hands.
Oh, okay, so you're
Yeah.
good with the suggestions of also moving over the
Yes.
oh, okay. Yeah, moving over the what was that? The contractual services, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, sir.
For the
Okay.
good
Practically-
GALC, yeah.
Yeah, it's practically for everything there. For everything. I was thinking you should have it for everything. And when is this? Kathy, when is our budget gonna be submitted again?
It's due by the 15th.
On the 15th.
Of May. So put those all together, now, because to me, I think the advertisements, look at that, vehicle maintenance, copier services, you get those quotes and attach them all. Because that's how I see it. That's the only way I would see that. And I know they're not going to cut copying services, but they're just going to want to know how many times you copy, how many copies are you requesting? What types of copy? These are all questionables that they always like to look at. And how
Okay.
much how much supplies do you use? How much is how much do you exhaust every year? Do you have to get supplies every year? Or that's the kind of questions that I look at when I review budgets.
Mhm.
So just get it just fine. Then we'll look at it one more time. And then good luck. Yeah, good luck. We'll be there when the budget hearing
Thank you.
comes up.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll bring up the matter of we'll bring up the matter of the director and you guys.
Thank you,
We just
Andy,
fight
and,
that way. We fight them back, man. We fight them back.
Is anything else we need to touch on with regard to what we're talking about before we adjourn?
No,
Let's just
sir,
rock the boat. Rock the boat, but rock it gently.
Yeah. No, but the most biggest part is to motivate our director. And I feel
Mhm.
for him. I feel for him because He
And
was
the staff.
he was assigned COTC, and they got money. They, according to the chair, they have monies and they're ready to move to provide funding for their share,
All
provide
right.
their share. That's what I heard. And also, I on lastly, I see Mr. Peter Mafnas. Mr. Peter Mafnas is our new is our staff, one of our staff. Cat.
Yes, sir, he's right there. Your camera can't see your face. He is remember how we got Andy and Mara from the CSEP program? and the
Oh,
Finance
okay.
Data? Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
one of those.
When did he start?
Hold on, just a minute.
He's been with us already.
Yes, sir, I believe this is his third meeting.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he was introduced already. I just don't recall.
Okay, I think we're gonna need a motion to approve the budget.
Well, based on all the justifications, right, Kathy? Make sure, okay?
Yes, sir.
Justify it, and if there is a format, because usually they have format, but if they don't, just include them as addendums and attachments to justify. Yeah, the C page. I don't know if they allow that, but to me, put it all together. Put it all together, page one, and then when Joe's in August, I know Joe's gonna look at that. Joe's gonna tear us up again. You're gonna look at that.
That's where our budget is due on next week Wednesday on the 15th.
Okay. And yeah, just quickly as you can pull them out, and get the latest quotes as much as possible
Yes,
and
sir.
attach them. Oh, and then at least put it all together. Say all attachments for justification attachment are all attached in the
Okay.
back. Put it in the back. Okay. That's it.
Okay, let's get a motion to approve.
What was the total? One more time.
Total is
Seven?
728,809.
Yeah. 728.
Yes.
Just remember that number, 728.
One more question, sir, before you guys make your motion. We are going to take 230 contractual services and we're putting that in general fund. Everything else will remain the same.
That's correct, right? That's
I
correct.
guess.
Okay.
Vice Chair?
Yeah, the contractuals 230 is for what again? One more time. For the
Legal services.
contractual
audit
services.
Yeah, contractual, all the contractual services.
such as again?
The legal services, which
The
is
legal,
yeah.
right?
The audit
What else?
services,
The Xerox
audit.
copy? Oh, the audit.
Yeah.
What else?
yeah, the internet, the copier,
Okay.
the vehicle.
And you have the
maintenance.
quotes for that, right? What about the auditing? Did you get a quote for that already?
No, sir, it's not a quote. It's based on the contract that we signed with the RSP.
Okay. Then attach that contract, or you give a sample of it, right?
Okay, yes, sir.
Give a sample of that. Just attach it. That'll show that number, you did not make up that number.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Okay.
So everything that you can give
Yeah.
justification for.
Right.
Yeah.
Put them as attachments. See
Yeah.
all attachments referencing those. Okay.
Okay, so would
That's
you
it.
like me to also put the office space on general fund? Because that was a contract also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Office. Yes, of course. Yeah. Put that in there.
Both under contractual, yeah.
Yeah. Office. Those guys are supposed to be funding our office
Especially
space.
typically the ones they've denied us in the past.
But I'm hearing that we might be able. Hey, you know what? This is only one subject matter we're going to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman.
Uh-huh.
Okay. No, but I'm
But
hearing.
we've go ahead, Vice Chair. I think because
no.
basically we just adjourned and we had the topic
Right.
going on, but I think you're okay.
Wait, I lost my chain of
Wait,
thought already.
here's your motion first.
Okay.
Okay. Well, is everybody in agreement?
Yeah, that's
Yes, if
Commissioner
somebody
Cruz.
needs to make the motion, I'm on the road.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody's in agreement.
Okay,
Yeah.
Madam Secretary, make the motion.
I'm on the road, so I don't have that figure. That I think it's 728,000, as I recall. So I make a motion to approve our proposed FY 2025 budget as presented
Okay.
today.
Okay, as presented today, we have a motion to approve
Yeah.
what was presented today.
Yeah,
To approve the budget for FY 25 by Commissioner, Madam Secretary Cruz.
I'll
Do I hear a second? Okay,
I'll second
seconded
that.
by Commissioner. Discussion?
No discussion.
No discussions, okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye, any nays?
No.
No nays. Joey, motion passes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The motion passes.
Okay, very good. Did you remember your final thought there, Vice Chair?
Yeah, I remember. You know what? I'm hearing that there are two matters that I'm hearing. Okay, this is going around that I'm hearing that we might be able to be getting some office space that we will be sharing with CLTC. They have, I think they have they're gonna attain something where they can pull us in and we won't be having to be paying rent anymore.
come on.
That's
Wow.
one. And number two, I'm hearing also that Google, the big company Google, is doing some work here on Guam. Have you heard about that?
No.
I did hear.
Yeah, they're doing the cable, right? They're laying down some cables. I heard.
Yeah, and I think there's
And
a-
they're looking for some property.
yeah,
Mr.
there's
Chairman.
a issue regarding some of our
Joey, have you heard anything about that, Joey? No.
Yes, sir. Yes, I've
See?
heard about it.
Yeah,
But the only
you
thing
see?
is most of the properties or submerged lands will fall under Chamorro Land Trust. So
Right.
Yeah.
No, but other than that, like what about office or company property space? I'm hearing too. They're looking for opening up a big base here or something like that. A company, some office space, something like that. They're gonna situate themselves here. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know how true it is. So we might have some prospects for
But-
leases, land lease.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So
Google.
do we have to remove or lift the? I'm not sure if we did it already, but remember how we had a moratorium on
FR.
RFPs and things
Yeah.
like that. I guess we can address that at our next
Yeah,
meeting.
at our next meeting, right, Mr. Chairman?
yeah, we're
Yeah.
moving. Let's
Yeah,
get
we
them
got to
out.
do it. Yeah,
I
so
mean,
put that on the
now that-
agenda for next. Yeah,
Yeah, and the director's aware of it, and Gita's aware that we want to start moving.
yeah, let's start moving on. Yeah,
I
okay.
want to start moving on developing our properties, all of it, what we can. So we're good with it.
But we didn't go for the vote yet, did we? We already voted, right? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, we did. We
Motion
did. Right.
passes.
Okay, so next,
already
what's
did.
next?
Public comments and then announcements and then
That's it.
adjournment.
Yeah, because I have to watch my grandly.
Yeah,
That's
right.
it.
Okay.
I don't see anybody,
Yeah,
No
right.
Anybody online?
no public comments.
Yep, we're down. Okay, that would be item 9.
Nine.
Now we're down to item 10.
Next
Announcements.
GDLC
That's
board
on
meeting.
the 15th. That's on the 15th, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, Kathy.
Mr. Chairman, may I request that our meeting be moved to the 22nd because the 15th is when our budget is due. And I'm
Yeah.
anticipating that Senator Sinowski may
Oh.
want to start
Yes.
that same day.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Wait a minute, the 22nd?
Yeah,
22nd?
Either the 22nd or the 29th.
Hang on.
22nd, hang on, let me see.
I'm good.
Because yeah, this month is a big month. My reunion is on the 26th.
So
Okay.
22nd is good.
Okay, wait, 22nd, let me see.
And
this
you're
one.
buying the tickets for your reunion?
Yeah, the 20. When is this? Wait, when are you saying again, Kat?
22nd,
Wednesday.
Either the
22nd.
22nd or the 29th.
22nd, I'm good.
Same.
And that's 22nd is a Wednesday, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I prefer the 29th, guys, if it's possible.
I'm
Me
fine.
too. I just, I'm sorry. I just saw my calendar. I have an appointment on the 22nd.
Okay, 29 then.
Thank you.
or sooner, whatever sooner, whichever.
29 should be good.
Okay, 29 at 2 p.m.?
Yes.
Yeah, you know why? Because we're also gonna be incurring. I know we're gonna be receiving notices from the legislature anywhere between the 15th and possibly within that month, right? Or is that? Well, that's what I'm anticipating.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not so sure. But did they give you a date yet as to when the ancestral lands it's gonna be budget heard?
No, sir, they're waiting for our budget first at,
And
Office of Finance and Budget.
okay, and then once you know that, they'll get us a date and
Yes, sir.
notify us as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So the 29th it is?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
So Wednesday again.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're done with item 10. Okay, now we're down to adjournment now. Motion to
Okay.
adjourn?
I move.
Second.
Motion to adjourn? Okay, this meeting is adjourned. It's now
That's right.
2:55 p.m.
Very good meeting.
Excuse me, everybody.
Okay,
Thank
staff.
you.
You, everybody.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios,
Adios.
Mrs. Martin.